Hello, my little artists. So you are either watching this for one of two reasons. One, because you had missed the first few days of this brand new project and you need to be caught up, or you are currently sitting at home because have been exposed to COVID of some sort and you are staying home, staying safe, trying to get healthy. Make sure that you have a ruler for this particular project, your sketchbook, and also make sure that you have a printer because you need to be able to print off the PDF in order to follow along and complete the independent practice. If you do not have access to a printer, please, please, please let me know and I could try to make some arrangements and accommodations, okay? Make sure you are staying up to date with all of your grades, especially if you are going to be continuing missing days. It's important that you don't have any failing grades. Make sure you are staying up to date with any missing assignments because you are responsible for those if you are not in class. All right. You're going to have a quiz later on, sooner than later. Just I'll put that out there regarding all the vocab that you see in this particular lesson. It's not a lot of vocab, but it's vocab you need to know. And then you need to make sure that you have watched that video that has been posted in this assignment because it is the most helpful video in regards to explaining 1 point perspective. And then, of course, if you have any questions about anything and you're, like I said here, if you're stuck at home, just shoot me a message. I'm always here to help y'all with anything you need. So, again, reach out if you have any questions. All right. So this video is embedded into the Canvas assignment that you are currently on. And so make sure, again, you have watched it because this will explain everything. Obviously, I'm not going to watch it with y'all here. Again, you got to watch it before. Okay, so this is why it's important to have that PDF already filled out. So I'm just going to quickly go over the vocab and kind of what it is, where you use it, things like that. Okay, so the horizon line. We have already talked about this bad boy before, but I'm just going to go over it again. The horizon line is what separates the sky from the ground. And when you are working with your linear perspective or 1 point perspective, this is going to be where your eye level is at as the viewer. And again, this was thoroughly explained in that video, so make sure you watch that. Anytime you're doing 1 point perspective, you need to make sure that your vanishing point, and we'll talk about that next, is sitting on that horizon line. It can't sit here above it, can't sit below it. It's got to be somewhere, anywhere on this horizon line. All right, it's very important. Okay, so what is a vanishing point? Well, a vanishing point is going to be your BFF for this particular project because without knowing what this is or without drawing it, you're not going to be successful. So the vanishing point is basically like a magnet. So everything is getting sucked in towards that black dot that you have drawn somewhere on your horizon line. Okay, this is where all of the vertices or a vertex, and again, we'll talk about that next, but that is where it'll all get stuck to. That's where it get gravitated towards. So make sure it is always going towards that vanishing point. Okay. Alrighty. A vertex. So a vertex is one. Vertices, which you'll probably hear me say that more often, is the plural of a vertex. Okay. So it is where two edges meet. So this is where we get a little mathy. So sorry in advance. I know this is art, but this is an edge, right? These are edges. And when these meet, they create a vertex. This, aka the square, for example, would be considered the face, right? So get the face, edges, and the vertex, or a vertice. So I'm only going to quiz you on vertex. I'm not going to quiz you on edges and faces, although it is important to know because I will still be using those terminologies. It's just not something that's really imperative to this particular unit. So again, horizon line separates the sky from the ground. This vanishing point, this important little dot, is where everything is going to get sucked in towards. And you're going to make sure that it's the vertex or vertices that are going towards this vanishing point. So one thing to note is that although possible, circles and ovals do not have vertices. So for our particular project, those will not be allowed to be used. We're just going to stick to geometric shapes that have essentially corners and pointiness, if you will. All right. So this is an example of not great perspective. All right. And then obviously this is the correct perspective. As you can see, all of these lines here are going towards, boom, right here in the middle of the picture. So again, following my mouse, it's going along here, boom, middle of the painting. Here, there's really no horizon line. There's no vanishing point. It's a little bit confusing of, where you are as a viewer. But here, you are standing in a room. So for this particular painting, drawing, whatever it is, looks like a drawing, there is definitely not a horizon line. The vanishing point is nowhere to be seen. It's kind of a hot mess express. This painting over here is not only a great example of perspective, but it's a great example of two-point perspective because if you can tell, this building in the back has two sides and they're converging all the way and vanishing to the back of the painting. So with this building being here, you can tell that it is two-point perspective. All right, and again, everything is getting smaller as it goes towards the back, and then everything closer to the viewer is bigger. Okay, so on your handout, okay, this is where you're going to need a ruler. This is like playing connect the dots, okay? So you're going to connect the vertex, the vertices, to this vanishing point. Now, you notice I put a blue X on this top left vertex. It's because this particular point will not reach the vanishing point without going through the shape. Now, of course, if that's the effect you're wanting to go for, like maybe this is a glass box, I don't know, then that would be fine. But for the sake of not confusing y'all and for the sake of your project, you're only going to worry about the vertices that can reach the vanishing point. So I'm going to keep moving along, but if you want to go ahead and pause the video and go ahead and connect these vertices to this vanishing point, go for it. So for this particular shape, right, this triangle, we have three vertices, and the way that I arranged it is to where all of these vertices can reach the vanishing point. Okay, so again, go ahead if you'd like to pause the video and connect these three vertices. All right, last but not least, we've got another shape to connect. So this one right here, the bottom left, this vertex won't reach. So again, go ahead and connect these three vertices with your ruler. So I'm going to skip this particular video. You're more than welcome to go within the modules and find it because this is available. But this is better explained really in person versus me trying to do it over a screen. So this is not your project. This was just kind of a little example, but I'm just going to keep moving on. All right, so the back of that PDF, that worksheet you handed out, should hopefully have something along these lines, okay? So obviously don't worry about where it says today's agenda. You're just going to worry about completing these. So I'm going to kind of help y'all out. So these two shapes, right, these are essentially what we were doing on the front, okay? These three vertices will reach, this one will not. Now this one got a little bit of some people confused. This vertex, boom, I'm going to that vanishing point. It's going to run right through it. So I'm not going to connect that one with the line. This one, again, you go, boop, oops, looks. It's going to go through the shape. So you're only connecting those two. All right. This bad boy over here, he has been confusing people. So you really got to pay attention. I'm trying to help you out. Okay. This one and this one, those will reach, right? This one, that'll reach. Some of the other points that people have been forgetting is this guy right here. This one, this needs to reach that vanishing point, as well as this guy. It'll be kind of small and narrow, but this vertex will reach. So we've got this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. This one will reach, but it has to go through, so we're not going to draw it. Now, this guy right here, okay, he's also been forgotten because he runs into this part. even though the line won't make it to the vanishing point, you still need to connect this point, and then it'll just stop and hit right here next to this shape, okay? As for this one down here, this is what your project will resemble more. These are just, again, independent practices. Make sure you're connecting them correctly. Now, read the instructions. It says connect the vertices on the triangles closest to the vanishing point. Connect the largest triangles last. So, how I refer to it in class as these little Doritos. So, you're going to connect these vertices, the ones that will reach, on these tiny little Doritos first. Then, after they're all connected, then you'll do the bigger Doritos, okay? If you do these bigger ones first, you're going to come into an extremely sticky situation because I don't even know how to explain it, but I would just recommend don't do it, okay? Make sure you're following directions and do these these three first, okay? And just like how I mentioned up here, you'll notice, especially this one, right? It'll have a line and then it'll keep going and then boop, it'll hit another shape. You're going to stop. I explained it as if it was a car crash. So let's say you're driving, right? This is the vertex is your house, right? And you're going to school. So you're going to school or you're going to Kroger or whatever. You're driving along and then bam, you accidentally hit something. Okay, you got to stop. So don't keep going through shapes. If you hit something, you stop. Again, up here, you hit it, you stop. All right. Do the smaller shapes first, then do the bigger ones. If you have any questions about any of this PDF and this worksheet, please let me know. Make sure you are submitting a picture specifically of this back page to me because this is a grade. This is just another grade, but it is a grade. So again, make sure you are turning this into me. All right. Okay.